off of last night's game because Stugotz has argued that the Knicks are better than the Pacers, and over a 7-game series, you guys make fun of me all the time about what I've been saying about hedge funds.
Your math friends agree, right? I mean,
well, I want to ask Amin this question based on sort of how gambling works, okay? And I want to ask all of you this question. So how are the casinos sort of built? What is the math being used that builds the casinos so that unless you're Trump, it's very hard to go bankrupt because all the math favors the probability of the casinos endlessly printing money? You guys understand how those are built, right? The games have whatever it is, a 54 or 55% built-in advantage, right?
Yep.
The question I want to ask Amin is, if Cat and Brunson on the court at the same time is a defensive liability, if Brunson is the worst player in the playoffs on defense, and what I end up doing is play the math probabilities of how it is all of these games have been sharpened, so you will attack the maximum inefficiency in a way that skews the probabilities in your favor. The Pacers being able to attack Brunson on defense over a 7-game series where Carlisle can figure out how to again and again get offense that makes Halliburton, in a playoff game, control the entire game with 0 turnovers. Zero turnovers because the Knicks defense is not going to bother you. The Pacers are going to play how they want. They're going to score up 130. It's not even going to feel like a playoff game, and they're going to feel like they finished the Knicks right there. Is that one math probability what's being exploited in this series that changes the series, or is it just a bounce in game one that's kind of lucky?
I don't know if that's math. It's basketball, right? Where you are saying, hey, their defense drops precipitously after every additional rotation they have to make. So the first guy guarding the ball, Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby or Deuce McBride, he's really good. Right? But then we bring some screen action or whatever it is, and now they've got to make a decision. Either Cat is going to sag and the guy's going to have to fight over, or Cat's going to have to come up and double, or they're going to switch. Either way, at that point, that triggers rotation. And so if we keep moving the ball quick, right? Not holding it, but quick, there's another rotation that has to happen. The Knicks aren't good at that. They're good at that first one, but then the second one and then the third one, it all falls apart.
But when I'm talking about the Pacers are really good at the front end of we're going to be great at all of this. We're number one in pace. This is how we beat you.
Right.
And you've got great perimeter defense, 1 or 2 passes in, but now we're going to get maximum efficient shots. I feel like it's just sort of a shredder on attack Brunson. And the analysis I did not have from anyone before this series is Brunson's the liability in this series. He's the liability because a player that size can't win, at least in part because, and certainly now more than ever, he can't guard. The bigger guys aren't scared of him, and so he becomes just an unbelievable weakness, even if he somehow gets to 30, some kind of efficiently.
With all that said, they're a lucky shot away from having this series tied at 2 games apiece, headed back to the Mecca. I mean, it's a weird way to watch sports. Who wants to watch sports and think about probabilities?
How did you feel last night?
I mean, I felt bad. The Knicks lost. It's 3-1, but we're headed back to Madison Square Garden. The Knicks had to win. After going down 2-0, they had to win a road game to get it back to the Mecca. And, going into last night, I said to myself, you have to win Game 4 or you have to win Game 6 because the best case scenario for the Knicks at this point is to get a Game 7 on their home court. Can they still do that? Yes.
So I will ask you and the group because Stugotz will not give you the tears until he has to.
No.
He's not going to get, and I'm
proud of this team. I like this team. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals. We got a shot at making the NBA Finals. It's not a great shot, but we still have a shot. I'll take it.
I still believe, Billy, do you think I have this wrong? I still believe that Stugotz giving us perspective in his 50s is very adult, but I'm not buying it. I don't believe it. I believe he's in hiding. He's a loud New Yorker, and he does not want anyone to see his pain until he absolutely has to give it to them.
I don't know that he has pain available to give with this team. I'm not sure how invested he actually is in the Knicks. So it's being masked as perspective when it's really, I can't find the pain.
I'm not going to fire Tom Thibodeau today. I'm not going to do it. I'll wait till the series is over. I mean, people are already firing that guy. Get out of here.
We have 2 Mecca references by him already today, so he's still feeling it.
Yeah.
He's still in it.
No, I want to address this, though, because Billy just made the accusation that I made last week that Stugotz denied. which is I don't believe he actually cares enough here to hurt. I don't like you in order to understand what New York is presently feeling. And I do want to flip the other side of this for a second because my God, it must feel better right now to be Indiana basketball than almost ever in the history of Indiana basketball. It's not just Stugotz. Okay, hold on a
Are
second.
you counting the Hoosiers or?
I'm counting everything in the
Really?
history. I'm saying that this Pacers team, for this reason, okay, for this particular reason in 2025, to have Triple H or 50 Cent or whatever celebrity counter there is to Spike Lee so you can no longer be, oh, shucks, small town Indiana against all the big things New York is. To be a series underdog, you guys can laugh at all this.
I'm laughing because those are all Knicks fans that were imported in. That doesn't count.
Right.
Like, oh, wow, they had Timothée Chalamet and Ben Stiller. Yeah, they did. They came to watch the Knicks.
Why would 50 Cent be a Pacers
He's
fan?
not. He's a Knicks fan.
I'm just saying the celebrities came to you. The party came to you. Indiana does not often get to feel like it's one of the big cities in sports or anywhere. Whatever you think are the best Pacer teams, they're bringing back royalty when they bring back Jermaine O'Neal. When they bring back Jermaine O'Neal,
That's some lame royalty,
They brought
man.
back Lance Stevenson and George Hill.
Yeah.
Woof.
George Hill?
That's what That's what they're countering the Knicks with. And what I'm saying is the reason it feels good is because, oh, we took out all these big bad people. We're tiny little Indiana and we get to win. And now Stugotz is going to do the thing. He'll pivot as soon as they lose to, nobody wants to watch Indiana OKC.